All right. Hello again, everyone. We have a review lesson at the beginning, and today we do have a hot question at the end. The hot question is going to be really cool, and I have a different prize for you. So make sure that you're paying attention and answering that hot question at the end and answering the questions as we move along. Again, as you know, whenever I want you to answer a question, you may pause your video, work the problem out, and then unpause it to get the answer revealed to you. All right, so here's our problem of the day. We're going to round to the nearest 100. Okay, so the questions that we ask ourselves when we're rounding is what number is in the hundreds place? For 176, which number is in the hundreds place? The 1. Our next question is, which way do we look to see if we're going to round that 1 up or we're going to leave it the same? We look to the right. Right, we're going to look to the right to the 7. If the number is 5 or more, what do? We're going to round that 1 up. If the number is 4 or less, what do? We keep it the same. Good. So 7, is it 5 or more? Yes, it is. So we're going to round this 1 up to a 2. And what do we do with the rest of these digits? We change them into what? So what number is 176 rounded to when we round it to the nearest 100? If you said 200, you are correct. Okay, same thing with 395. What number is in the hundreds place? The 3. Good. So we're going to look to which way? To the right. This number is 5 or more. So what do we do with the 3? We're going to round it up. Good. What do we change the other numbers to? Zeros. So what is our new number? 400. Excellent. Let's look down here. They did skip numbers. Just don't even pay attention. 7, 8, 9 is missing. I know. Okay, so here's 421. What number's in the hundreds place? The 4. Which way do we look? If we're looking to the right, is that number 5 or more or 4 or less? Yes, that number is 4 or less, the 2. So what do we do with this 4? We're going to keep it the same, and then we're going to change the rest of our numbers into zeros. Good job. 692. What number's in the hundreds place? The 6. We're going to look which way? To the right. Good. Is this number 5 or more? Yes. So what do we do with this 6? We're going to take it up to a 7, and we're going to turn the rest of these numbers into what? Zeros. Good. So another way to do this, we've done it on a number line, and we see our midway point is at the 50s. So for number 7 here, 150 or more, we would round it up to 200. 150 or less, we would round it. 149 or less, we would round it down to 100. So we can use a timeline. We can also, see what hundreds these two numbers are between. So for example, for 395, is it what 200s is 395 in between? It's between 300 and 400. Is it closer to 300 or is it closer to 400? We know it's closer to 400, so we'll round this number up to 400. This is just a review. We've done this plenty of times, but I'm glad that you all got these correct in your understanding. Okay. Also, if there's something that you don't understand, please send a message to me in the chat. Okay, so we're looking at perimeter. Before we left for the break, we were doing, we're finding the perimeter and the area of our shapes. So remember when I was numbering these boxes to find the perimeter? What was so different about this little part right here? Can you remember? If I'm numbering these how do I number those? This side too. Whenever we have a bend or a curve or, you know, right here, what do I do with these two? How can I count those? Let's see. As you can see, I've numbered each unit. And when I got here to 10, I had to count this part. I had to count this line and this side, because remember, that's still part of the perimeter. Okay, if we only count one, we're missing a whole side. We don't get the true perimeter of the shape. Same on this side. I have to count this line and that line. Okay, so this is going to be your turn over here. For number 4, you're going to number this box, and you're going to pause your video. You're going to number it and then come back and let's see if we get the same centimeters, same answer. Okay, pause the video. All right, let's see what we get. 1, 2, my numbers are going to be a little off, but they don't look as good. It's not easy to draw on here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can get, there we go, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. You should have gotten 14 centimeters as your answer. If you have that, excellent job. If you didn't, go back and look and see where you may have made a mistake. And we're going to go on to our next slide. All right, so we're finding the unknown side lengths. We're still dealing with perimeter, okay? So something different about this is that they give us the perimeter. We're not finding the perimeter. They already gave us how much the perimeter is for our shapes. So they want us to find this one side. They want us to find G. They want us to find this missing side. So what we're going to do is we're going to add up what we already have. And of course, we've done this before. This is just a review because geometry is such a big part of 3rd grade and 4th grade. So we want to make sure that we're understanding, okay? So we're going to add up our sides. So over here, as you can see, I went ahead and lined up our numbers of the centimeter sides that we already have. So we have 10 plus 10 plus 6 plus 4. We're going to start in our ones place. 0 plus 0 plus 6 plus 4. What is 6 plus 4? 10. Good. So we have our 0 here, and we're going to regroup our 1, our little red 1 up there. So what is 1 plus 1 plus 1? Good. Your answer is 30. So that's what we have. This is also kind of like our hot question last week. So we have our perimeter right now is 30. We're missing this side and we have to get to 33. So how can we use what we have and the 33 and the 30 to get our missing side? 33 minus 30. What is 33 minus 30? You can pause your video if you need to. 33 minus 30 is 3. Good. So our answer is 3 centimeters. Some people also from right here may have said, I can count up to 33, 31, 32, 33, and that's perfectly okay. Okay, so you still get 3 centimeters. Number 6, you're going to do on your own. Pause the video, come back when you have gotten your answer, and I'm going to go to the next slide. Once you unpause the video, then we'll get the answer. Okay, go ahead and pause the video. All right, so we have our perimeter. Again, 32 feet. They've given us the perimeter. This time we have to find both sides. Okay, so step 1, we're going to add what we already have. We're going to find out what we already have. 12 plus 12. What is 12 plus 12? 2 plus 2 is 4. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 24. Step 2, we're going to take what we already have, which is the perimeter, and our 2 sides that we added together, and we're going to subtract those. Okay, so we're going to subtract those. So then we are a little bit closer to finding our answer. So we're going to start in the ones place. What is 2 minus 4? Can't do that. Right, we need to regroup. So we're going to come over here and regroup from our tens place. And we're going to turn this 2 to a 12. We regroup the 3. We have to change that into a 2. So now what's 12 minus 4? Let me fix out this 2 as well. What is 12 minus 4? 8. Good job. And now in the tens place, we have 2 minus 2. That is 0. Good. So we have 8. We can't stop here. Our last hot question, a lot of you stopped at this step. But if that's all that we have left, we can't just say, oh, let me just put 8 right here, because we still have this side over here. So we have to do another step. We have to move on to step 3. We need to break those feet in half to find both of the letter K's. We have to find both of those letters. So we're going to divide 8 and 2. Okay, I showed you the answer too quick. But 8 divided by 2 equals 4. So our answer is 4 feet. If you got that, excellent job. If you didn't, go back, see where you made your mistakes, and correct it. All right, so Annie is making a lid for her rectangular jewelry box. The jewelry box has side lengths of 6 centimeters and 4 centimeters. What is the area of the lid she is making? We're not doing perimeter. They asked for the area. So remember, we circle important information, and we underline our question. What is the area of the lid she is making? This is so important that we are looking at the area, okay? So who remembers our formula for area? What is area? How do we find area? Our formula, area equals length times width. Okay, so let's find our length first. What is our length? 4. Good. And our width is, they give it to us up here, 6. So length times width. Find 4 times 6, or 6 times 4. Good. 6 times 4 equals 24. Now, remember, in multiplication, I can switch my factors around. My factors are 6 and 4, and I'll still get the same product. I'll still get 24. And look at this part, square centimeters. We always use square centimeters or square feet, square inches when we're talking about area. Okay. Well, I have a story. I had this class a long time ago, and I said, class, how do you know I'm talking about you? Our next question is HOT. All right. Now, as I told you, the prize is a bit different. My top two winners who gives me the first, the top two winners are the ones who want to give me the answers first. The people who submit their answers first to me, they will get a choice of lunch provided by Miss D. So you're going to send me your answers through the chat or through text message, and I'm going to let the person know tomorrow, the two winners know tomorrow who will be getting lunch from Miss D. And I will find a way to get the lunch to you, or the gift card. I might get you a gift card instead of getting you lunch. Just get you a gift card. And then you and your parents can go and get the lunch, okay? So you have to follow all rules, and it has to be done correctly, okay? So the top two winners, you'll be able to choose your choice of lunch on Miss D. All right. I'm going to ask you a question on here. The question is going to ask you to write a problem. Now, the problem has to be written as though someone else is going to solve it. So it has to be written as though, as like similar to the ones that you read in your math book. You can't just say, what is this? Or what is that? You have to give me an equation. You have to write a problem as if you're writing it for someone else to solve. So that question that you're writing me, you're going to have to send that in a message, the entire problem in a message to me, and solve it. I'm going to write that down here. You have to solve it, okay? So we want to make sure that you write the question and you solve it, and it's correct. The top two people will receive lunch. Ready? Will and McKinnon tiled a bathroom wall using square tiles. A mural is painted in the center. The drawing shows the design. The area of each tile is 1 square foot. Write a problem that can be solved by using the design. So that's your hot question. I am waiting on answers now.